Greetings YouTube, Cross-Train here. Coming to you today from World of Tanks again. It's been a while since I've brought a video. Didn't play much World of Tanks for, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks. And since I've been back, a little here, a little there. But I wanted to bring you this replay. This replay I had the other day, my T-62A, Tier 10 Russian, one of the 3 Russian mediums, Tier 10, and play with my good friend dinhinator from Claws, and get stuck up a little bit there. This is going to cost me, one hit from an IS-7, almost 500 hit points, getting stuck up with that Leopard there. But we did have, overall, we had the speed in this match to take the hill. As you see, we have 6 mediums, a couple of lights. They only had 4 mediums and 1 light. So, we had the speed to take the hill, and we decided we were going to take it. I'm bringing you this replay today. I'm going to make the first of a few mistakes in this. I actually have a very good game here. And that's really the reason I'm bringing it to you. I haven't had very many good games in my T-62A. Quite frankly, you've heard me say this before on my channel. I'm still trying to figure out, here we go, here's my mistake. That T-95's back there, bam, whacks me for almost 800 hit points. That was silly. That was stupid. But, regardless, I'm down to just under 700 hit points, and we're just a minute and a half into the game. However, it's going to get better from there. At any rate, I'm just learning, again, as I've said on my channel before, learning how to play my mediums better. I've been playing a lot of mediums recently, and quite frankly, most of the time I'm far too aggressive in them for my skill level. Let me just put that. Some guys I've seen, they're extremely aggressive in them, but they're much more situationally aware. They're much more talented. I don't mind saying that. Than I am, and so they seem to get away with it. I don't have a lot of room for errors. Here I have a clanmate who's on the other side, and he's in his 59 patent premium tank, relatively new to the game. You can see our Artie's pretty mad at us too, because we left the island open. Like everybody's job in the entire game is to protect Artie. No, not so much. And it's nice if you do. It's nice to protect your Artie, but at the end of the day, that's not really what our job is. I do like to have Artie, obviously, on my side. I can't stand to play against it, of course, but I do like to have Artie on my side. But his complaints are kind of hollow. Anyways, had a perfect opportunity to get the kill shot here and muffed it. Bad shot. So we got 24 hit points. I'd love to take this gun out of the game. We didn't get off to a good start. It was 3-0 at one point, but it's going to turn around real quick here. So anyway, what I was talking about is my mediums. I still would say that I'm not very good in mediums. Tracked this 59 patent, and this thing reloads so quickly. You don't see the timer here, but it's about 6 seconds. There you go, 6.5 seconds. I had ideas of getting to this SDI in the back of that 140 to try to take them out, but you're going to watch what happens here. It's pretty funny. You see that SDI is actually looking at me. So I decide that I'm not going to take another silly shot like that. You can see him right there facing back towards that opening. So they wised up about when I was going to jump in there. As I said, we started out 0-3. It's now 5-4. It's going to be a good fight all the way through, but at any rate, look at this. Now I'm looking. The SDI is looking at me. I don't know if you saw the Jagdpanzer 100 is also looking at me. So I definitely decide I'm not going to mess around on that side for now. Let our 4502B and the 50 Hundo try to hold them off. So like normal, we control the hill, and whoever controls the hill for the most part, that's they're pretty much in control of the map. I am surprised that they're Artie, which Artie has 2 kills. I haven't seen too many shells coming in up here on the hill, but yeah, maybe they come in and I just missed them. But there's not been too many of them come in up here, so All of us are trying to get shots in, but look, watch this. That Jagdpanzer E100 is still looking up here. So again, I decided to go find another place to play. But controlling the hill is pretty critical, as anybody who plays this game understands. Din at this point said, I'm going to go and run down the 1-2 line. And I was going to come with him, but then I saw that IS-7, knowing full well that he could darn near eliminate the rest of my health if I got in front of his gun. So for the time being, I said, I'm just going to hang out up here, take a chance. This SDI comes out. Didn't track him. I bounced my first shot. Bad angle on his lower plate. Backs up. Let's try to track him right there. I just missed the track shot, but he's going to get taken out anyways by a combination of Din and our 50 Hondo. I thought I was going to get a side shot in this 142, but he's a good enough player. He wasn't going to expose his front drive wheels around there, so no shot for me. At this point, I only have 1,222 damage, but again, I would say that I played it a little bit smarter than I typically have been playing with my mediums. My problem, as I started to say earlier, with my mediums, and maybe you have this problem too, and if it is, then I just want to encourage you to be more patient with your mediums. For some reason, I always feel like I need to be out near the front, being ready to swoop in for flank shots and all that kind of stuff. And my best games in mediums, I'm doing much more. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot on this 54, but obviously can't like that. No depression over the side of this. So then I decided to go back here, and look what I see coming up here. Whoa, a full health Jagdpanzer E100. Circle around, so I'm going to try to get a shot on him. I do get one in his lower plate and then get the heck out. Good thing, because he would have just wasted it. He took a really big shot from somebody at 624. I'm guessing that IS-7 put a strong one into him. Now I'm going to play a little ring around the rosy with this guy, trying to get around this side, hoping he's still facing that other side. But as I come there, I see, oops, he's turning around to face me. So I am going to get out of here. Leopard just took out the IS-7. There's the 103. He's going to take a good chunk off me. Fortunately, I got one into his commander's hatch and finished him. Now, poor guy behind me. That Leopard just got wasted by the E100, so I decided now's my chance to drive circles around the corner, try to catch this guy unawares, and I got a real nice tracking shot right there to hold this guy in place. He did repair, but too late. I already got around behind him. He's going to try to back up into me since I don't have many hit points. He's going to try to, but once you get behind him, Jagdpanzer E100, he's in trouble because he's got almost no turning radius. So, so that was a nice kill. Thought my Waffle was going to kill me then because I'm so low on hit points. But so don't be afraid to be more patient with. Big arty shot. Be more patient with your mediums. That's my problem. I know I tend to be just more aggressive than I should be. And it gets me in trouble. It gets me killed quick. So I'm trying, and I struggle with this every single game. I struggle just to be a little cautious. At this point, the 140 has moved from the mouth of this the hill entry, so I decided to get out of here and get to Din. We've already said we're gonna take a run down the one line. See what we can do to get behind that 140, and the T-95 we know is in base, and assuming that the RD is up there on base as well. So we are going to do a two-man run with about 600 hit points between us. Not even. So 582 to be exact. So we don't have a whole lot. But as it turns out, we've got enough. So yeah, my best games in my mediums tend to be games where I just am patient and an opportunist. When there's an opening, if you can take it without trading shots, then take it. And again, I'm still working on it. It's still very much of a work in progress. I do not have very many good games, particularly in my tier 10 mediums. With the exception of the 50M, I have some good games semi-regularly in that game, just because it's, to me, it's almost a heavy disguised as a medium. So, at any rate, I am I'm just learning to be cautious, but every single game you have to do that. So, here's Den and I. We know the T-95 is probably still here. We suspect the Artie's there. Not sure where the 140 is. But as I come up over the corner, I see there's the T-95. So I was actually trying to track him. I did not in that shot, but I do here. And he's going to repair though. I'm going to track him one more time. Now Din has worked all the way around him, so Din's got his back set now. As you can see though, that Artie showed up and the 140 got up to the hill. So I knew Din had that T-95 until the Tiger, or the GW Tiger, just took him out. So now this STI has finally made it up here to where he can be helpful. So he took a nice chunk out of the T-95. I do the same. I am worried at this point about the 140 up on the hill. I know that I'm probably still spotted, so I want to wait until I go dark before I zip across this opening. And so I figure it's probably okay to do so here, so I'm going to shoot across this opening soon and hope that he doesn't spot me. Not sure what the STI is pointing to out on the one line, but so as I'm going across here, I've got premium loaded, as you can see, and I decide, nah, man, I need to put some HE in here. So right about now, I click HE, and just as I do, son of a gun, he shoots, but fortunately he misses badly. Nice 428 shot with that HE, and again, quick reload. So take the Artie out, and now switch back to my premium. I'm hoping between the STI and I we can get a couple shots in this guy. I'm hoping he's paying attention. He is, but I just can't see him. So I've got no shot. So I make a decision here that I am going to back behind these rocks, back onto the cap, so he has to come off the hill. He has to come get me in order to stop this cap. So you can see he shot once. He shot again, you could hear. And here comes the STI. Now, I'm not sure if he's doing this because he was thinking, or if he was doing it because he didn't know any better. But as it turns out, he comes and he sits right in front of me to block. I have all the cap points so far, because it'd be nice with two of us. You can see that the timer's right down. The 140 on the hill is bouncing off him a few times, but then eventually he's going to get him right there. So now it's mano a mano. I've got 241 hit points. He's got not much. So I'm expecting, my counter says 188, but he shows up with about 29. Right there. There he is. So here we are facing off each other. Turrets of two tanks that are pretty strong. I bounce. He bounces. It's like, oh my goodness. So we're both going to reload quickly. He bounced one more time. The turret of the T-62A is tougher than the 140. And I was able to get that last shot into his commander's hatch to secure the win. Also secured my top gun. 30, I think I'm going to end up, we'll look at the results here in a minute, but looks like a 3,500 plus win 8 game, which again for me in a tier 10 medium, other than my E50M, is pretty strong. I love mediums. I love the way they move, but I just, quite frankly, I don't play them very well. So I wanted to bring you this one game because it is one game that I actually did play relatively well. So let's take a look real quick at the post game stats. So, as you can see, this was a first class badge. It was the first time I'd gotten the first class badge in this tank, so I was pretty excited about that. You do see I got a top gun, a couple of ribbons as well. Lots of guys that I hit and obviously killed. a few of them, but had a pretty decent game. You go to the team score page, you see from a XP standpoint, I had the most XP, followed closely by Din, who had a really nice game himself, 10-77. It was unfortunate that the Artie took him out. Din actually outdamaged me by 117 hit points. He outdamaged me, so nice game to Din. We had 9 kills between us. That's pretty nice. On detail report, hit all 23 of my shots I took. Bounced 8 of them, though. That's a little too much to bounce, but bounced 8, so I penetrated on 15 of them for 3,466 damage. Just blocked 2 shots for 640. Drove an awful lot, 4.5 kilometers almost. And as you can see, I fired some gold there, so I lost a good bit of money right there, 28,872 credits. So, but it's worth it for that kind of result. That's why I look at it. And so I was very pleased. I wanted to bring it to you. I haven't brought you a replay in a long time, so I just thought I'd kick this one up. It's a game I had a couple of days ago. So thanks for checking in again. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe it'll be helpful, or maybe you can see how those of us who aren't so good struggle with medium play. But nonetheless, I thought it was a good game. It was fun to play. I love playing with Din as well. He's a great teacher as well, and helps me a lot in learning where and what we should do and when to take chances and when not to. So, Din, if you ever watch this, thanks, man. I appreciate your help. To the rest of you, I will see you on the battlefield next time around. Until then, peace.